It's Toby. It's Toby.
Okay, get that. Oh, get that. Get that sound right, baby. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. Hey, welcome back to the N.y.a show. All right, Sonny Boy here with me in the back seat. It's the N.y.a show. Welcome back to another N.y.a show. I appreciate the continued support for the show as we continue on with another story that I got for y'all. Hope the weekend was nice and well for y'all this past weekend. For me, Sunday I did some more filming. I've been back in action filming. For a project for someone else, so I'm assisting with the filming. Then on Saturday, we laid to rest the bishop of my wife's church, who was also her grandfather, laid to rest this Saturday. So for Smith Chapel Gospel, on Full Gospel out there in Atlanta, Georgia, off of Martin Luther King. Great church. I've been going there for a couple of years with my wife, and I can truly say he will be missed. Any of his sermons that are available on the Smith Chapel Facebook page, please be sure that you go listen to the Apostle Richard Sampson. He has passed away, and rest in peace. Condolences to the entire family as we roll into the new N.y.a show that I have for you guys this week. Like I said, everything went straight for me. We was kicking it this this weekend. No complaints. The snow. My baby's got the peppers and the tomatoes and shit back there in the garden, baby. They popping out, springing out. I'll put that on here in another video. But we're doing everything, and it's good to see the peppers went from nothing to something. You know what I'm saying? The tomatoes went from this. They coming in. It's looking good. It's looking good. Spirit Arrested is an award-winning short film available on YouTube by W3 Filmed It, starring my beautiful wife. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment on this great project here. Please check this out here on YouTube, as well as Our Mother is Balancing Life and the Pursuit of Dreams, the interview with Breyonna M. Thomas by Ajay, Tambe, available here on Spotify. Give 41 minutes to find out more about my wife and her story. So please be sure that you do that. The first thing that I want to get into, as anybody that know or came up and they watched any episodes of King of the Hill, whether he really was tuned in or whether he was not, people are familiar with the everybody's familiar with that jingle of the intro. So they came out just this week with the trailer for the revival that they're doing, coming out on Hulu. So there's that. Now, the actor who played, who was the voice actor for John, what's it, Redcorn, if I'm not mistaken, John Redcorn. News is coming in, some very unfortunate news is coming in that he has passed away, that like what so many of the world suffer with, altercations with our neighbors. He has passed, he has been shot by his neighbor, John Redcorn. Y'all familiar with his character. And of course, there was a great song by Sir that came out in 2019, John Redcorn, that he did, that Sir did. That was I'm getting off the marquee, but that's how big of a show it was. But this actor just lost his life with a confrontation with his neighbor. Let's get into it. This is the man himself. Now let's go into the story. Now, for what we do know right now, he's been prominent roles on King of the Hill and Parks and Recreation, was shot and killed at his San Antonio property on Sunday. According to the police out there, he was 59. The police were dispatched to a shooting in progress over in their neighborhood. They found the man with multiple gunshot wounds near the road outside his home. Officer attempted to save his life, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. A statement on his Facebook page. Josh, husband Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, said he and Josh were checking the mail at their former home, which had burnt down in January when Josh was shot. Kern de Gonzalez wrote that, wrote that upon returning to the site, they found the skull of one of their 3 dogs, all of which had died in the fire and its harness placed in clear view. That caused both to begin to yell and cry. The shooter approached them and began to yell violent, homophobic slurs, and Josh pushed Kern de Gonzalez out of the way before he was shot. Kern de Gonzalez said in the statement, police were not immediately available to comment on the Facebook statement. So we can only take that with a grain of salt right now because it's only, it's been so soon. You know what I'm saying? Shortly after he was pronounced dead, also identified the shooter as 56-year-old nigga name almost Alfredo, Sigfredo Alves Saya. Police said. Saya was found near the scene. The officer detained Saya and transported him to the police headquarters for further investigations. He was booked on suspicion of murder. Kern de Gonzalez wrote that before the home burned, the couple called the law enforcement agency multiple times to report individuals that had threatened to set the fire, and nothing was done. Kern de Gonzalez added that throughout their time there that they were harassed by individuals who openly had opposed their relationship, and that was much of the harassment was openly homophobic. Jonathan is my husband. The statement reads, he gave me more love in our time together than most people ever get. We were newlyweds. We picked Valentine's Day. We were in the process of looking for a trailer and plans for the future. The investigation into the shooting was ongoing, police said, as of late Monday morning. And I wanted to flip to this other, that one right here. I wanted to flip to this one too, because I had some interesting information inside of this story too when it came to what happened. Of course, they said that the neighbor pulled a gun. They said there was a dispute between Josh and the neighbor, and it turned violent when the neighbor pulled a gun and shot him several times. All right, this is 2 months just before they say that, the Hulu reboot. And we don't know. I went through the IMDb on the new revival, and I did not see his name. The IMDb, I did not see his name listed. So maybe not this first season that was coming. Maybe he would have been a part of the next one, or maybe it just wasn't listed, or maybe the character wasn't a part. It could have been it could have been multiple things. But at the same time, I'd say he wasn't. I didn't see his name listed. I didn't see his name listed down there. He portrayed the stoic, a spiritual healer who engaged in a long-running affair with Nancy Gribber, a relationship that made for one of the show's most iconic storylines. His performance helped make Red Corn a fan favorite. So rest in peace to this man. Let me see his personal struggles. Let me see now. They had hardships before. So the fire destroyed his home and claimed the life of 3 of his dogs back in April. Everything I own gone, he shared April 21st. My memories, my keepsake, and most painfully, all my dogs, my companions, my family, my comfort in this world lost in the flame. So I want to be sure that I share that too. That it was just a series. Some people like say, I believe it when they say, man, a series of unfortunate events come upon a life, man, because this man lost his home. What's that? Just April lost the home. My dogs, man, dogs are children to a lot of people, man. Dogs are children. So from his perspective, lost my home, my 3 dogs, AKA my children, all my stuff. Now, the most precious of them all, your life gone. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the next month, your life is gone. So let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story, because this happens to everyday people every single day. Everyday people get into disputes and try to keep a level head with their neighbor, and stuff turns violent like this. I don't even know if his situation will really get the coverage outside of they're going to say, oh, he was from the Kingofthehill and he was killed. But when they really talk about what it was and then how common that is, that it happens here in America. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story. Neighbor to neighbor violence led to the character and the man. No, let me make sure I put some more respect on the name, show the man's face. Jonathanjoss lost his life with an altercation with his neighbor. It's the N.y.a show. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on this, and I'll be right back with another show per usual. I appreciate the continued support. Damn, man.